Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Jordan. Thanks for coming in. And I've got all the answers to all your questions. I thank you for providing the information so I could do all these calculations and everything. Just want to talk about two subjects real quick, and then I'll address any questions about these and we can keep going. First, I wanted to talk to you about the 529 and the inheritance. The selling of the municipal bonds, the preferred stock, and the non-qualified annuity. Everything will be stepped up. There won't be any taxes involved. The total I'm coming up was about $138,000. So what you could do, there's a thing called a 529 plan where you can put money into an account for children, let it grow, and then once the child turns 17, 18 to go to college, you can then send money to the college and it's not taxable at that point. So I think that's one of the best options we can do. We can put $15,000 in for each one of the three children you have. That's one option. The other option is there's a 5-year rule where you can put 5 years worth of contributions, so $75,000 per child, and you can prorate it over 5 years, and if you did it for all three children, it would total $450,000. It's a little bit more than what you have here, but that's another way of just moving that money and making sure that the kids are provided for their education. So any questions about that? All right. So you get two options there. You can think about that. The other one is you were talking about, Jason, you were talking about the simple IRA versus the CEP IRA. And I've got advantages and disadvantages with both of those. First, let's just look at the contributions amount. You can put in $12,500 for the simple IRA for 2018, or you could put in $15,200 for the CEP IRA. And right off the bat, you kind of look at it and say, well, that CEP sounds better because I can put more money away. But you got to look at other things, like if we look at the advantages of the CEP is the plan's easy to understand. The plan does not favor older employees. That certainly would benefit you. It may benefit other employees as well. There's pre-tax elective deferrals are permitted. Encourages your full-time people. I know it's three of you. They're full-time. They encourage them to save. The disadvantages is you can't maintain a 403b7 or a CEP IRA at the same time. You can only deduct contributions. Only deductible contributions are allowed, and you and your employees assume all the risk of the market going up and down. So that the disadvantages of the CEP IRA. Now let's look at the CEP IRA. The CEP IRA, you just need to fill out an IRS form 5305, and you're not required. One thing advantage about the CEP is you don't have to put money in every year, where the simple you're locked into putting money in every year. The CEP IRA allows larger contributions for you, so that's an advantage for you. If you had a good year, you could put more money away. The disadvantage of the CEP, the plan needs to be covered. It can cover more than the 3 full-time employees. It must cover anyone that's over 21 and has worked 3 out of 5 years. So that would make all the part-time employees, you'd have to put retirement plans for them, so that would cost you more money. And then also the disadvantage is you assume the risk of, the employees bear the risk of the investment. My recommendation personally is to invest in the CEP IRA for the simple reason it would save you money, and it would be cheaper because you don't have to fund the 3 full-time employees, that's including yourself. So do you have any questions about that?